Here are the ways how Facebook secretly spies on you. Your web movement. Facebook tracks your on-site activity, such as the pages you like, and your device and location settings. They know the brand of phone you use and your type of internet connection. But slightly more surprising is the extent of Facebook's web tracking efforts and its collaborations with major data brokers. Basically, when you create an account, Facebook inserts a tracking cookie into your web browser that allows Facebook to track each website you are visiting. This means that while you're logged onto Facebook, for instance, the network can see virtually every other website you visit. Even when you're logged off, Facebook knows much about your browsing. Facebook is alerted every time you load a page with a like or share button or an advertisement sourced from its Atlas network. When combined with the information you've already given Facebook through your profile and your clicks, you end up with what's arguably the most complete consumer profile on Earth. A snapshot not only of your Facebook activity, but your behaviors elsewhere in the online and pretty much offline worlds. This explains the way how your Google searches appear out of nowhere on your Facebook feed. They definitely know what you've been Googling all along. Facebook keeps a running log of your movements across a vast number of websites for 90 days, whether you're logged in or not. Face recognition and picture tagging. Facebook has also invested in image processing and face recognition capabilities that allow Facebook to track you. Facebook can now search the internet and all other Facebook profiles to find pictures of you and your friends. Facial recognition allows Facebook to make tag suggestions for people on photos you've uploaded. Although helpful, it is a bit of a concern to see what else they could do with that technology. Just imagine how Facebook could use your computer algorithms to track things such as, say, your body shape. They could analyze your latest beach photos you've shared and compare them with older ones to detect that you've put on some weight. They could then sell this information to any businesses that's looking to target consumers who've packed on the pounds, and then they can place those ads on the appropriate Facebook pages. Maybe that's a positive or maybe it's a negative, but definitely something to think about. Automatic alternative text. Speaking about pictures you upload, Facebook's algorithms are designed to make your life easier, and when you upload a photo, it instantly suggests who you might want to tag. Facebook uses artificial intelligence and image recognition to reveal what's shown in these photos, and the feature is called automatic alternative text. The technology works across Facebook's range of applications and is based on a neural network taught to recognize items and pictures using millions of examples. However, many users are unaware that the technology is also adding its own tags to your images and is analyzing what's in your pictures. The list of concepts covers a wide range of things that can appear in photos, such as people's appearance, whether they're outdoor or indoor, and whether there's a type of transportation in the picture, such as a car, boat, or an airplane. Even your food pictures are analyzed and sorted for what's in them. And settings provide different sets of information about the image, including the number of people in the picture, whether there are any babies or not, whether they're smiling, and many other image properties. Facebook said it makes sure its object detection algorithm can detect any of these concepts with high precision. The ultimate goal for Facebook is getting to find out as many things as possible about you. Sponsored stories. Facebook got in legal trouble for its sponsored story ad format in 2011 because the social network was using members' names and photos in ads for products they liked, but not paying anyone for their endorsement. This had some rather hilarious consequences, such as a guy named Nick Burgess accidentally becoming a spokesman for a 55-gallon drum of lubricant. Yeah, plenty of people have a blast in the comment area on Amazon. Nick Burgess decided to play the funny Amazon review game, and since it was Valentine's Day, he decided to post his review on Facebook with the line, "A 55-gallon drum of lube on Amazon for Valentine's Day and every day for the rest of your life." A week later, his friends started reporting seeing his post along with his picture in their news feeds as a sponsored story, meaning Amazon was paying Facebook to highlight his link to a giant tub of personal lubricant. However, some people were angry enough to file a class action lawsuit on behalf of the millions of users whose names appeared in ads without their consent. Facebook eventually paid $20 million out in a settlement and scrapped the sponsored story ad unit. Facebook Connect. The easiest way for Facebook to know everything about you is its most commonly used Facebook integration feature for websites, Facebook Connect. Facebook Connect is used on about 5.5 million websites right now. Stats on Lead Ledger add that around 30% of Fortune 500 and 50% of Internet Retailer 500 sites have Facebook Connect installed, and it's also featured on around 25% of the top 100,000 websites on the web. Facebook Connect offers website users a way to log in with a Facebook account instead of registering to the website itself via a single sign-on algorithm. Connect usually also makes it possible to like, share, and comment on most of the content you find on the web, especially on blogs and content-heavy sites. Feeling lazy to create a completely different account? Sure, go ahead and use Facebook instead. The service is free, of course. Definitely handy when you don't want to spend time creating an account on some random site, but just remember that Facebook will just collect your user data while you're on that particular site and use it later on to, you guessed it, target you with ads they find appropriate. Your chat logs. If you think your messages to Facebook friends are private, think again. The social network announced that it has plans to look at your personal conversations as a way to get even deeper into targeted advertising. Obviously, people have intimate connections just by chatting through a window on a screen. Those private conversations are filled with details that may seem insignificant on the surface, but provide valuable insight into a person. On top of that, the things that people share via a private chat and what they share in a status update are very different. You probably wouldn't post a drunken selfie on your feed since your grandma is probably a friend, but you'll very likely send it to a few friends. Facebook can use this info for plenty of different reasons. So, next time you send a drunken selfie to your friends and wake up to an Advil ad in your feed, your news feed engagement. Although it's true that the basis of your interest is provided by yourself through your Facebook profile, there are obviously many more sources other than that. There are a few major sources for your news feed input that come from your on-site activity. Your interaction with your friends, or at least your Facebook best friends that you chat with every day, and the type of content you're more likely to enjoy are one type. For example, if you like and share more videos than photos, more video content will appear in your newsfeed. Then the activities on posts are also tracked. So if there are a lot of likes and comments and tagged photos of your friends, it will be featured at the top. To achieve this, Facebook tracks not only your engagement, but also the time you spend watching or reading a single post. This is why long posts and videos might find better places in your feed than those single image fun with cats posts. Also, Facebook will try to find out your missing profile info based on your activity and engagement even long after you'd signed up. If most of the events you attend are in Chicago and most of your friends you often interact with are from Chicago, Facebook is going to ask you to confirm that you're based in Chicago. Since Facebook bought Instagram, they do the same thing there as well. Your personal relationships. Say you're scrolling through your Facebook newsfeed and your mom's birthday is coming up, and Facebook's showing ads for her local florist. Or maybe you just made a joke about wanting a Jeep and Instagram's promoting Chrysler dealerships. Whatever the subject, you've seen ads like this. Facebook's AI is made to keep track and notice things both you and your Facebook friends do, and personal relationships play a huge part. The main reason they keep track of your personal relationships is that, so again, they can target their ads to everyone much better. So, not only will Facebook know whether you're in a relationship or not, but they'll also find out whether it's a long-distance one. They also happen to know whether your friends are getting engaged and probably know before you'll be invited to the wedding. Apparently, they even keep track of whether or not you have kids and also divide mothers by type. Whether mom is into sports, whether she's trendy, and who knows what other categories there are. Just remember, they'll know. No Facebook? Now, this is the most interesting and maybe creepiest fact of all. Of course, some people don't want to be tracked by Facebook, so they don't register an account with the site. But thanks to some major changes rolling out now, no one will be able to hide from Facebook tracking. Facebook announced that it's changing the way its advertising works across the web. Facebook doesn't just serve ads on Facebook.com and in its mobile apps. The company also has a network of third-party websites and apps that it partners with to display ads. It's called the Audience Network. And there's always been one big difference between the way Facebook's off-site ads work compared to Google. They were only shown to Facebook users, but that'll no longer be the case. Facebook off-site ads will now be shown to people who aren't registered as Facebook users. That also means people without Facebook accounts will now be tracked by Facebook so that the ads they're served will be better targeted to their tastes. Let's say you visit a business page on Facebook, but you don't have an account yourself. You'd still get cookies that track you. Whoops. Here's what's next. One of his films called Game of Death, Bruce played a character who gets shot by a prop gun. The problem was that the gun was loaded with real bullets. The character was